Cranbrook is a city in southeast British Columbia, Canada, located on the west side of the Kootenay River at its confluence with the St. Mary's River. It is the largest urban center in the region known as the East Kootenay. As of 2016, Cranbrook's population is 20,047 with a census agglomeration population of 26,083. It is the location of the headquarters of the regional district of East Kootenay and also the location of the regional headquarters of various provincial ministries and agencies, notably the Rocky Mountain Forest District. Cranbrook is home to the Canadian Museum of Rail Travel, which presents static exhibits of passenger rail cars built in the 1920s for the CPR and in the 1900s for the Spokane International Railway. Originally inhabited by Katunaxa peoples, the land that Cranbrook now occupies was bought by European settlers, notably Colonel James Baker, who named his newly acquired land Cranbrook after his home in Cranbrook, Kent, England. 55 in 1890. The Kootenay Indian Residential School, also called St. Eugene's, opened in Cranbrook and operated until 1975. In 1898, Baker had successfully convinced Canadian Pacific Railway to establish their Crow's Nest Pass line through Cranbrook rather than nearby Gold Rush boomtown Fort Steele. With that accomplishment, Cranbrook became the major center of the region, while Fort Steele declined. However, the latter is today a preserved heritage town. On November 1, 1905, Cranbrook was incorporated as a city. Some of the major industries include mining and forestry services, trades, and health care. While much of the city is relatively flat, Cranbrook is surrounded by many rising hills where many residential homes are located. Cranbrook faces the Purcell Mountains to the west and the Rocky Mountains to the north and east. There are many lakes in close proximity to Cranbrook. Some of these lakes include Jim Smith Lake, Vassar Lake, Lazy Lake, Moe Lake, Monroe Lake, Norbury Lake and Elizabeth Lake. Many of these lakes contain opportunities for boating, fishing and camping. There are public recreational beaches and provincial campgrounds. Cranbrook features a humid continental climate. However, temperatures can range from -20 degrees Celsius in the winter to 35 degrees Celsius in the summer months. Overall, its climate is extremely similar to that of Kelowna, in the nearby Okanagan Valley to the west, especially in regard to precipitation patterns and total monthly accumulation. However, Kelowna is significantly warmer throughout all seasons. The highest temperature ever recorded in Cranbrook was 40.5 degrees Celsius on August 10, 2018. The coldest temperature ever recorded was -41.1 degrees Celsius on January 19, 1958. Public schools are run by School District 5 Southeast Kootenay, consisting of 7 elementary schools and 2 middle schools that feed into the city's only high school, Mount Baker Secondary School, home to approximately 1,000 students and 90 staff members. Mount Baker is the largest high school in School District 5. Prior to 2004, the middle schools were referred to as junior high schools housing grades 8 to 10 rather than the current 7 to 9. However, due to declining enrollment, the school district adopted the new system. There is also a local homeschool network. The following 13 schools are located in Cranbrook. Cranbrook is home to the main campus of the College of the Rockies, which has over 2,500 full and part-time students from over 21 countries. Cranbrook is at the junction of major highways 3 and 93/95, and due to its close proximity to the borders of Alberta and the United States, it is an important transportation hub. Cranbrook has a major Canadian Pacific Railway yard, which serves as a key gateway for trains arriving from and departing to the United States. The McPhee Bridge, also known as the St. Mary's Bridge, rises high above the St. Mary River and is near the Canadian Rockies International Airport and the Shadow Mountain Golf Community. It supports the thousands of people who travel between Kimberley and Cranbrook on Highway 95A. Approximately 9 kilometers north is the Canadian Rockies International Airport, which has recently completed its $12.5 million expansion, including the lengthening of its runway from 6,000 to 8,000 feet in order to accommodate a limited number of international flights and an expansion to the terminal for more passengers. The airport is served by Air Canada Jazz to Vancouver, Pacific Coastal Airlines to Victoria and Kelowna, and WestJet Link to Vancouver and Calgary. On February 11, 1978, Pacific Western Airlines Flight 314, a Boeing 737-200, nearly impacted a snowplow on the runway at the airport in Cranbrook. Then lost control and crashed, killing 42 of the 49 people on board. Cranbrook has a public transit system operated by BC Transit, which runs buses on 8 different lines. Cranbrook has the largest hospital in the region, the East Kootenay Regional Hospital. Western Financial Place is a pool and hockey arena in Cranbrook that opened in 2000 and was for